Could you tell me how, a lot of times people might think that hospice might be for simply the patient, and it really is for the family too.
It is for the family. We assist patients and their families through those final stages of life. And after the patient dies, we provide bereavement care for 13 months afterwards, which includes letters we send and personal phone calls. We also have a memorial service once a year, usually in August.
Well, why is it important that the family gets involved? People may not understand how important that is and how important it is, the service for the family.
Well, most of our care is provided in the home, although we also provide care in the nursing home. But the care is usually provided by the family with assistance of the staff, the volunteers, the nurses, the nurse aides, social worker. But the majority of the care is actually provided by the family.
So you have lots of services for the family too, counseling,
right?
Bereavement.
Yeah, the bereavement services, and the social worker will visit with the family as needed, usually several times a month, and assess their emotional status and how they're handling the decline of their loved one.
So you don't have to be a professional to care for your loved one. You're getting lots of support from hospice.
Absolutely not. We teach people to do things they've never done before, and usually this works well.
So do they rely on hospice a lot? I mean, I know I did. They were, with me, it was, oh gosh, with me, it was so important, that relationship with hospice.
Right.
And so they were just a wonderful thing when it came to my brother.
The hospice nurse is on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So there's always access to a hospice staff member, even in the middle of the night. So.
What about the relationships you have with the patient and the families?
They get very close. I mean, our staff gets very attached to the patients, and it's hard to see them die, The family gets to rely on their hospice nurse quite a bit, They get very close.
So as opposed to being in the hospital and end of care life with just plain nursing, could you tell the difference between hospice and not having end of care life?
Well, first of all, most patients want to die at home, and in order to do that, you have to have hospice services. And absolutely, there is a difference because you have your family around you all the time, and you have more support, with that. That wasn't a great answer.
Actually, I thought that was a good answer. I thought that was an excellent answer because that's so true.
Yeah.
So people can, when they're choosing their end-of-life experience, would you say that they're choosing an experience in ending their lives? And maybe elaborate on that a little bit. As opposed to the fear and the darkness. I mean, one thing that hospice I found brought was...
Right, and hospice is all about comfort care. And the goal is to have uncomfortable symptoms controlled. You don't have to have pain at the end of life. You don't have to have anxiety or shortness of breath. We have things to control that and to keep you comfortable. So, and that is a patient right to die with dignity and with comfort. And that's our role to make sure that happens.